Yo, what's going on, guys? We are back for another Chainsaw Man chapter review, and this break week has been tough, man. But we got a banger again. This is probably the most action-packed chapter we've gotten in a while. But let's just get right into it. Chapter 129, titled Save Me, Chainsaw Man. So we start off right after the last chapter. We see this fake Chainsaw Man. He's just standing there menacingly, falling devil over his face, covering everything. Her viscera and guts are just flung everywhere. And Asa is coming too. She was starting to come to in the last chapter, but she's like, dude, Chainsaw Man. But at this point, the sort of devil that they were about to get eaten by, he swings his big tentacle. They start flying out of the door, and I'm not sure if the tentacles were just behind them and they got pushed forward, or if they got flung out of a different door, because wouldn't the other Chainsaw Man fall with them? But I'm not sure about the logistics about this. But they get flung out, and they end up on the street in the real world, outside of hell, I guess. And Denji's like, the man's like dying here. Yoru's like, yo, this is our chance. Like, kill him now. So Yoru's like, just kill him. I'll return your body. Like, everything will go back to normal. Like, you'll get rid of me. And Asa's just thinking. And Yoru knows what she's thinking, obviously. And she's like, I screwed up. Like, just when I thought I was getting to know you. And Asa's like, she's reaching to do something. And Yoru's like, you always do this. Why must you do the opposite of what I say? We see Asa, she's stabbing her hand so she can get blood. And she starts like feeding Denji this blood so he can get revived. Yoru, she's like, yo, you don't have to do this. Like, you're taking this too far, bro. This is my mortal enemy. Like, he killed or was fighting me and all my horseman buddies years ago. I don't fuck with him. And she's like, you're crossing the line here. You're crossing the line, buddy. You're on thin ice. But Asa's like, the time with Yuko, and now he saved my life twice. Like, I gotta put faith in him. And then she's like, besides, watching him makes me think, if like a piece of shit like this can keep living, maybe I can too. Like, she just roasting him. I sort of think that she'll probably make the connections between Denji and the Chainsaw Man soon, because they are the same person. Their personalities are exactly the same, and they are both really bad people. If she doesn't already know, which I'm not really sure, but we see this little tentacle thing, and it's coming out of the door, or getting ready to attack, and it makes a dash at Asa, and Asa's yelling, save me, Chainsaw Man, as she's ripping the cord. Denji is just running away with her. He's jumping on people's cars. He doesn't care. He doesn't need to pay for this shit. And then that car gets immediately obliterated after he jumps on it and leaves. And then we see he hits a wall, and it gets like destroyed again too after he jumps off. And these tentacles are just chasing them like really fast. And this is like the really epic action part of this. Like, it's really cool because we don't really see Denji having to like run for his life, and he is really fast. We always forget that he's like sort of, you know, the Chainsaw Man, or at least I always do, and that he's like insanely fast. Like, when he was in that like full Chainsaw Man like mode with all like the forearms and stuff, that man was like just teleporting places. He was so fast. But right now Denji's like, I might not be able to save you. These tentacles are like too much for me. But we see all of them coming in at him at once, and we see like, I guess, where it's originating, and it's going into the ground making more tentacles. But Denji, he gets away from this. I love how he's like, you know, I might not be able to save you, and as a big attack hits, he just gets away. But he's like, I'm getting tired. And Denji, you gotta step your game up, bro. But we're gonna see. We get something nice, because Asa, she sees a motorcycle and she has an idea. But she's like, Chainsaw Man, like, steal that motorcycle. But Denji's like, why would I steal that motorcycle? Like, why would I ever do that? That's a woman's bike, you thief. So she's like, fine, steal that dude's then. And Denji's like, bet. So he kicks the dude off the fucking bike. He's like, don't blame me, blame her. And then he's like, oh, I don't know how to ride a bike though. So he's like, could you teach me how to ride this? But it don't matter, bro. It does not matter. Asa says, Super Chainsaw Man motorcycle. She's changing the motorcycle into a weapon, and then we get this crazy double page spread of this chainsaw man, like super chainsaw man motorcycle, and it's got a huge chainsaw running through the front, and he like goes right through the tentacle, cutting it in half. I like how Fujimoto's just cutting a lot of stuff in half, like up and down vertically. Like with the falling devil, she's just getting bisected over and over again. I think it's bisected. But the dude whose bike got stolen, he's like, that's my bike? Like, I feel like he's like, that looks super cool. Like, I feel like he won't have any complaints about it, even if he doesn't get it back, because it does look cool as fuck. I mean, if he does, he gets a chainsaw bike. But that's the end of the chapter. We do have a break next week, so sad days, but I think we'll get another pretty nice chapter with maybe this chainsaw man bike, super chainsaw man bike, whatever it is, can actually do some big damage, because I mean, Asa has no connection to it, but maybe she feels guiltier now because this dude's like, my bike. But I'm not sure. It's probably going to be strong enough to at least fight this tentacle devil. I don't know what it is, but it keeps sending out these tentacles. So it might be the tentacle devil. Like, I don't know. So I do think that the falling devil is still alive too. Like, probably for sure. Her like healing factors and stuff like was just insane. Like, she completely like had no difficulty fighting Denji. Like nothing he was pulling out like affected her at all. But yeah, I think that we have to get that stuff resolved with this second fake chainsaw man or whatever. Like that stuff needs to be addressed sometime. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this one. This is a super action-packed chapter. Lots of really cool stuff. But thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and peace.